Before we get into this video, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and make sure you also subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 1,000 subs. So this is basically part two of the last video that I just made about LeBron versus Jordan's peak. I'm gonna go ahead and let them talk, and I'm gonna chime in.
Like 2018, LeBron's the best basketball player I've ever seen. I have a feeling
I already talked about that, but come on, bro. The
I'm going to see
best
a
basketball
player that
player
I
you've
think is
ever
better.
seen was 2018 LeBron. 2018 LeBron. Hmm. The guy who didn't play any defense on a serious level. And you're saying it's because he was a floor general. So MJ wasn't? I mean, I'm not saying he prioritized rebounds. It is a different league, that's true. But MJ wasn't a floor general? He didn't distribute the ball to his teammates? All he did was just score and play defense, huh? All he did. Let's keep going.
Better at some point in the next 10 years. But it's not going to be because LeBron wasn't the best player in the league at the time. It's going to be because basketball players keep getting better. Just look at how much better the shooting is now compared to where it was.
Do basketball players actually keep getting better? We got a debate all day. My personal opinion, offensively, I say they look better. Offensively, I think in these 80s and 90s, you had a role and that's what you did. If your job was rebounds, you rebound. If your job was score, you score. If your job was distribute, you distributed. If your job was play defense, you play defense. Does that mean that they all couldn't do all of them at the same time? No, not necessarily. What I see is offensively, a lot of players do look better or more crispier, I would say. But they're not even two-way players for the most part. So I don't know if I can give you that. And most of them damn sure aren't distributors.
Guys are better at shooting further away from the basket. Guys are better at shooting off of more complicated dribble combinations. As a league, we're getting so much better at advanced passing reads, advanced pick and roll shot creation. We're getting better defensively as well. Like the league is just getting better. Basketball players are getting better. And so, yeah, I tend to think that the 6'9", super versatile point forward who could dribble, pass, and shoot better than most players in the league was better than the 6'6" scoring guard who was also one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. Like MJ in his era was far and away the best, and all players have gotten better. And LeBron is the best of a better group of players, and Wemby will probably be the best of an even better group of players, right? And that's just kind of how I.
Nonsense. LeBron was the best out of a better group of players. Okay, who's better? When we talk about these group of players, okay, you got what's LeBron's era first of all? What do you want to say? LeBron, Kobe, Tim Duncan. I don't even want to name people that were in Jordan's era, so let's just name people that was in Bron's era. So Bron, KD, Dirk, Steph Curry, Giannis. Giannis ain't really in Bron's era, unless you want to say this is LeBron's peak still. And I wouldn't even say the same for Jokic necessarily. And then you got James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi, PG, so on and so forth. Jordan had Barkley, Malone, Magic, Kareem, Isaiah Thomas. Dang, there's so many players. Gary Payton, Shaq, Kobe. Yeah, so I don't know where this is coming from. Basically, my point is like, why are you saying that like the players in this era is so much better than than yesteryear? You're getting caught in that whirlwind of lies where you basically say all Jordan had was Gary Payton and Karl Malone and John Stockton. No, that's not all he had. There was a bevy of superstar talent in his era. And before you start the lies by saying Magic wasn't in his era, Magic only got drafted like 4 seasons before Jordan. 1980 versus 1984. Stop. That LeBron got drafted in 03, and I think in 07 KD got drafted. So that's about the same difference. Are we not allowed to compare KD to LeBron because of that? Yeah, stop it, bro. Cut it out.
see it's not perfectly linear, but generally the league is advancing and players are getting better. What percentage of the league matches up well enough with Boston to make us believe anybody but Boston can win? And do you think it makes the season less enjoyable if you know that there's no team that can?
We could talk about Boston right now, but do I think the league is better? Just absolutely not. I think it looks better in certain ways, but in certain ways it's just ugly. The defense, too much offense, and the offense is due to the referees allowing people to travel. Way too much traveling going on. Way too much traveling. It makes the game ugly because you don't know when people are allowed to get away with it and when they're not. Yeah, I just don't know, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. A nigga might look like he got his bag, and that's cool. Outside of that, everything else is a net negative when you look at the difference between the leagues, especially this low managing crap. I just don't agree with it. And yet again, I think it's all designed to benefit Braun and his legacy. And I think this guy's being a part of that train. He really just sounds like he's a part of the Clutch Sports train, allegedly. And it's a shame. You watch good soldiers go down every day, though. Anyway, I'm going to cut it there. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section, man. Do I have a point? Is there other nonsense? Do tell. I would love to hear it. And with that being said, I think it's kind of disappointing. We see a new era right now where people are just willing to do whatever it takes, basically for power and money. It is what it is. I'm about here.